see, it's Sunday, May 5th. Yesterday we got everything in the ground pretty much besides flowers and shrubs that I got from plant sales and Audubon. But I finally got my peppers in because it's been raining for 2 weeks. So it was also too chilly before the rain to get peppers in. We still had a few 47-degree nights. But just to quickly go through so I remember what I did. There's some lettuce here. This is the bronze something that's left over from winter. And some kale that I'll slowly harvest. This whole raised bed is large tomatoes, Ace 55, Dr. Witchy's, Kellogg's Breakfast, Paul Robeson. There's also some cilantro I seeded here. These have all been tied up once. I need to do it again because of all the rain. They just grow so fast. So they're kind of flopping. This chard is left over from winter. And dill and cilantro at this end also. This is mountain mint that I've harvested one batch and dried. And I've got to do more, I guess. Or I might just let one flower. This bed is mostly edamame. There's some kale from winter. And this is lemon cucumbers and sweet peas. I really need to harvest all the sweet peas because there's a bunch. Nasturtium, I randomly put in all my beds, and marigolds. There's a lot of celosia coming up from seed from last year. I'll have to move it or just weed it, I guess, because only one of these plants is necessary. It gets like 4 feet tall and reseeds everywhere. This bed is all potatoes. This is the first batch of potatoes I did on President's Day. Then I did another batch here later. There's some celery left over from winter. There was spinach in here. There's a random chard. But this is all potatoes. This whole bed will be potatoes. And when the potatoes get done in, say, June, I'll plant okra. Swinging this way is another bed of big style tomatoes. Kellogg's Breakfast, Paul Robeson, Cherokee Purple, some random flowers and basil in here. This is not Kilimanjaro, it's Bachelor's Buttons. What other? Black Krim. Pineapple, tomato, Dr. Witchy's. So that's going. I'm gonna throw in some more marigolds and stuff. These are a bunch of plants I've grown from seed and I need to plant somewhere. This end is flowers on this bed, milkweed that's about to open up, and then peppers. I did about 12 peppers here and then 8 or 9 at the community garden. These I did from seed and they're late getting in. This is eggplant, just a few eggplant. They don't look very good, but they'll eventually take off. Parsley, bronze fennel that came back. I need to move it, I guess, next winter. Move it to a flower bed because the pollinators will like it and swallowtail butterflies will enjoy it, but it takes up too much room. This is Luna's bed. I did plant some, what's it called, hibiscus, and some native flowers. This, I forget what this is. It's not Joe Pye weed, but I think it's similar. Sage, weeds, borage. This is all carrots. Well, this section is carrots, then radishes that I've been harvesting and pickling, and then another batch of potatoes that I did sometime in between the other two so that I'd have succession harvests. I had spinach here. It's bolted. You can see that. I need to pull that one. This is sweet pea flowers, not the veggies. This is also sweet peas. I think I did plant one cucumber. This bed is all cherry tomatoes. So there's the orange hat dwarf, there's bumblebee, strawberry, black strawberry, I think is what it's called. Bumblebee, black strawberry, and some other ones. Brad's Atomic Grape, Lollipop, Bumblebee, and one or two of these dwarf that won't get very big. Nasturtium. Last year this whole bed got up to 4 feet of basil, so it seeded and left a ton of seedlings, but I pulled a bunch out, and I guess I'll leave a few plants. This is that native cut leaf cone flower or something like that. I'm gonna move this to the flower bed because it gets really tall. It's reseeded itself in this bed, so I need to pull all these out and give them away or something. Or maybe I'll put them in the corner over there with the other flowers. And then we're back to this bed. So swinging this way, this all needs to be weeded. It's got a lot of wild morning glory seeds coming in. Eventually this lattice will be covered, but it's taking its sweet time. I've got passion fruit vine and jasmine and Confederate jasmine, and then some of these beans. Of course, lots of weeds. I'm gonna do that this morning before it starts raining. Coneflowers and zinnias and salvias that I grew from seed. Irises, coreopsis. This is that sombrero coneflower. It's gonna be red. Shastas. These irises just got done. They were really pretty. This all needs to be weeded, of course. There's a lot of thyme and chives and more thyme. Peonies and lilies that are going to bloom soon. Bee balm, butterfly weed, coreopsis. This area gets really flooded because when we have a heavy rain, it comes from the neighbor's yard to ours and then just floods all this area. I need to build up the soil a little bit. More milkweed, phlox, blazing star. This is a gorgeous, what's it, the pointy kind of flower of hydrangea. Oh, I can't think. But it'll be really pretty when it's bloomed and hanging over in front of the greenhouse. Finally took the plastic off yesterday because I don't think we're going to have any more colder nights. This yarrow is about to bloom, and I wish I knew how to support it better because it falls over usually. I love these flowers. I had them in my wedding on our cake, and I'm so happy to grow them. I need to have more of these plants, but also something that needs to be supportive because they're about 3 feet tall. Okay, yarrow, Shastas, blazing star, milkweed. I don't know what that orange stuff is, but it's really cute, and it blooms early when nothing else is, there's not any other color out here. Some more Shastas. All the pollinator stuff is back here and is just taking over. But this creeping Jenny also is taking over. It needs to be weeded. I've got some native shrubs and cone flowers and more butterfly bush, bee balm. These irises were really pretty. That's the last one. Forget-me-nots, ajuga, dahlias, daylilies. This tree has gotten really big this year. I've got some blueberries in pots that I need to pull out and put them closer to the house maybe. The birds have eaten a lot of them already. More nasturtium and forget-me-nots, nepeta, rudbeckia, and salvias, and baptisia, and dahlias, glads that are coming in. This is that butterfly ginger, I think. It's got the white flower, but it won't bloom until October maybe, especially now that it's kind of shaded by this tree. More of these butterfly or pollinator friendly flowers that I can't remember what they're called. But they get pretty big. I cut them way back. Butterfly weed is about to bloom. This is blooming. I love this. I can't remember what it's called. Lots of weeds. I need to get in here and take care of the weeds. Daylilies and irises that are done. Daylilies will bloom maybe in June. I need to support this better, but this is a dogwood, showy dogwood I got 2 years ago, and this is another dogwood that's finally leafed out. This is a salvia. I think it's called blue something. It blooms from April to October. It's so pretty, and you can cut it and it will just flush right back. It's really a good one, but it seeds everywhere. It's in the front yard everywhere, and I'm just gonna let it come back in the front and then move it next year, I guess. I planted some blue salvia right here I got from Audubon, and some blue star, Ozark blue star? I don't know. Anyway, that'll be pretty. Some native shrubs here. My viburnum is done. It was really pretty. It's a pretty salvia. Blazing star. More milkweed. No, that is, what is that? Is that mountain mint? No, I don't know. We'll see what blooms there. Bee balm, bachelor buttons. I got some lovage online. It will get really big. And I've got that one, and I've got another one over here to my right. What is that? Native flowers, native weeds. This is a candlestick plant. It'll get really big. I got it from Audubon this year. I had planted a bunch of trailing beans, but everything that's coming up looks like poison ivy. So I don't know, or poison oak. I don't think you're what I planted. I think that's, I don't know. That could be poison ivy, or it could be something I planted, because it's also over here. So it looks like where I planted it. But that really looks like poison ivy to me, or poison oak. But maybe not. So I'll put some more plants in here. And not gonna buy any more plants. I still have a lot that need to find homes. But that's it. Early May. Finally got the plants, the veggies in. And we will just, I just need to weed and, move some plants around like that seed themselves. But otherwise, it's kind of just water it, and we've had rain for 2 weeks, so, and we're supposed to have rain off and on this week. It's lovely.